What's up, guys? My name is Mara Sullivan, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about exiting survival mode. I feel like this is a very relevant topic, especially if you are someone who looks like me, if you have a similar skin tone, if you have some melanin in you, then you know what struggle is. You know what it's like to live your life in survival mode. And no matter what your race, ethnicity, background, skin color is, you've had at least one experience with struggle. You've had at least one experience with hardship. I don't care how privileged you are, the family you've been born into, life is life. And the human experience, we all have more in common than we think. And I love to create videos. My whole theme of this channel is living the life that you want regardless of your circumstance. And as someone who, did not grow up with a silver spoon at all, I was raised by a single mom. I had to grow up pretty fast. My mom raised me 100% on her own. She did not have child support. My dad has never been in my life. I am an only child. I have no siblings. And so I've had to learn how to do a lot on my own from a pretty young age. I am currently 26, and I did lose my mom last year, last November. And so losing my mom at 25, after already, having to grow up pretty fast up until that point, that just kind of put the icing on the cake, so to speak, with me having to live my life in survival mode and just always having to, you know, make it through the day. That's what survival mode is just, you know, just trying to make it to the next day, get through the day. And I've decided at 26 that everything that has happened in my life has happened. And going forward, I am deciding how my life is going to look. I am not letting circumstances, I am not letting, the things that have happened define my entire life. I'm grateful for the struggle. I'm grateful that I know what struggle is like. I know what it's like to have my lights turned off. I know what it's like to have to go stay with family. When my mom and I were going through hard times, I know what it's like to not have groceries and, to be so grateful that there were so many food drives. I, grew up in Baltimore City. There's so many, places to get food. I know what it's like to be on food stamps. Okay. Like I know struggle. I know being broke. You know what I mean? I feel like that's so many, um, not just people of color, but especially us, we are born almost into survival mode. We are born with into, lives where we have to just figure it out. And for so many of us, we're doing it on our own. And, I'm so grateful for the friends and family that I've had. Nobody does life alone. I'm so grateful for all of the support that, I've had my entire life, all of the support my mom had raising me, and even, before I was born, her life up until me and then after me. But like I said, having lost her last year, the most important person in my life, I don't have any siblings. I don't have parents. So I am 100% solo dolo over here. I have amazing friends and family, but no one is like your immediate family. And so, little side note, if you do have parents, if you do have siblings, make sure that you cherish the moments you have with them because you really don't know how long you have with them. I do have tons of videos on my channel about grief, about losing my mom. If you want to go check those out, I have a few story times and everything over there if you want to, you know, learn more about me and about my story. But yeah, like something hit when I turned 26. I think it was because my mom dying defined my quarter life crisis. I mean, losing your mom at 25 is like crazy. Losing a parent at any age is horrible. But especially at that particular time or this particular time in my life, because your 20s are just chaotic and messy and ridiculous anyway, you know? Um, but like I said before, I am at a point now where I'm so grateful for everything that I've been through. Obviously, we all know that unfortunately, struggle does build character. You get a lot of life experience when you have to go through hard things at a very young age. There are things that life teaches you that no amount of schooling, no amount of mentoring, can teach you. There are certain things that you have to live through in order to know it. And I feel like, fortunately or unfortunately, I've had a lot of, I won't say almost every single, but a lot of things happen in my life that has made me have to think on my feet, that have, made me have to become a good decision maker and think about the choices that I'm making. And I think what I'm trying to say is that I've been through a lot of things that have made me somewhat wise, or at least a little bit wise. Um, and like I said, I don't really, age is really is just a number. Um, I think wisdom and maturity are things that life teaches. It's not necessarily, there's that saying like you get older and wiser. That's true to an extent, but if you live a lot of life at a young age, you also get some wisdom, some understanding. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but I'm saying that life has taught me a lot up until this point. And I spend a lot of time with people who are older than me. I always have, just because, my mom didn't have me until she was 40. And so I was always around people who were like her age and a little bit older than me all the time. And so just being around more mature people, more seasoned people, more wise people, you just pick up, things from people that you are around a lot. And, that was just like the age group that I was around growing up. And you get a lot of, like I said, you just learn a lot about life experience when you have to go through things, harder things at a young age. There are things that, again, only life can teach you. Said all that to say that growing up fast did, kind of put me in survival mode. And when I say survival mode, I just mean the mentality of just having to get through the day, just make it to tomorrow, like just being tired. Y'all know that song by Janae Aiko, Born Tired? Theme song of my life. I call that song my life's lullaby. um, but I get it. Like every single word of that song resonates so deeply with me. I just love it so much. It's so comforting to me, actually. I know it's like a sad song, but it is very comforting to me to know that, like, it's always comforting to know that other people are feeling what you're feeling, especially when it's a song, because, like, I love music so much. And she put into words, that's what all great musicians and artists do. They put into words how most people are feeling, or how so many people are feeling. Um, that song is basically the point that I'm making in this video, or one of the themes of this video. Being born tired is and survival mode kind of go hand in hand. And so, said all that to say, this year at 26, I have I've been through most things that people will go through later on in life, and I've decided that I am using it to my advantage. I'm not gonna be sad about every single thing. I'm not gonna throw myself a pity party every day. I'm going to be grateful that I have learned so much up until this point. I've learned lessons that a lot of people don't learn until later in life. And again, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I know everything, but I'm saying that a lot of people who are older than me, always, have told me that, like, you're doing great, because I didn't even learn that until I was 60, or until I was 50 or 70, or whatever the case may be. So I guess the one thing I want to say right off the bat is to use your experience. Any bad thing that has happened, any hard thing that has happened, use that to your advantage. And I know that it seems like um, the bad things that happen to us are they're bad, are hard, are destructive, and it seems like when bad things happen, it's it destroys us. And I don't think bad things are supposed bad, quote unquote, because things aren't bad unless we label them as bad. Everything, I believe, is neutral. We give meaning to everything, and that's another thing to keep in mind as well. you know we do give meaning to everything. I am grateful for the struggle. I'm grateful that I had to grow up fast and learn lessons in life that a lot of people don't go through and don't learn and don't experience until later in life. Um, I'm embracing, everything that I've been through. I'm grateful for everything that I've been through. I'm grateful for having to be in survival mode. But now I'm making the conscious effort and the decision to enjoy my life, to love my life, and to have fun. I feel like, and I talked about this in the previous video, I feel like my life kind of is in reverse because I feel like I said, I feel like what most people go through later in life, I did early on. And now I feel like now I'm having the fun. And now I'm doing what most people who are younger, I'm only 26, like I'm young, but I feel like now I'm just now starting to be able to like get loose and be fun and enjoy my life even more and to like go back to being a kid again. I just noticed that I'm wearing this shirt. This was not planned. And I just now noticed, thank you, God. I just now noticed that I'm literally wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. I did not even, that was not planned at all. I promise you guys. I did not notice that till this exact moment. So I'm taking that as a sign. I am taking that as a sign that this video is definitely for somebody because it's for somebody that's not just me. I don't care how old you are, if you have been through SHIT in your life, and a lot of it, this now is the time for you to start having some fun. And I know it because, like I said, y'all, when I tell y'all, I just realized just this exact moment. It's really crazy to me. I did not even notice that I was wearing this shirt until now. Yeah, we're on the right path. Somebody, whoever is watching this right now, this is your sign. You were supposed to see this video. Um, you're supposed to, it's okay to be a child again. And I'm not saying be childish, I'm saying be childlike again. Give yourself permission to have fun now, right now. Like in this season, I don't like defining years. That's not really like my thing where everyone's like, what's your word of the year? What do you want to do this year? Like, I'm not a new year resolution person. I'm more of a like defining the season of my life kind of person. And I've been getting like this super intense energy lately of just having more fun and bringing the magic back into my life, having childlike faith again, daydreaming again, just allowing myself to believe in magic and believe in my dreams and again just have fun again. And I feel like whatever has happened, I like obviously it has a lot to do with grief and losing my mom and like I said, just going through so much hardship as a kid, a teenager, in my early 20s, that, like I said, I feel like my life was flipped or has been flipped, where it's like now it's like God, universe, whoever you believe in, is giving me permission to now like restart my life in a way. And I get to be a kid again. I get to have more fun. And I had an amazing childhood, you guys. My mom, God rest her soul, made sure that I had a great childhood. My mom was a school teacher, so she loved kids anyway. And like I said, she didn't have me until she was 40. And so by the time she had me, she was ready. Um and but it was still interwoven, is that the word? My life has still been as amazing as it was, and as beautiful as my childhood and my upbringing was, it was laced with a lot of struggle and a lot of hardship. And I like I said, I just had to grow up fast, and now I feel like I'm able to be a kid. I'm able to kind of regain the years that I lost. That's a scripture. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's like he'll give you back the years. I'm gonna leave it on the screen somewhere. That like God will give you back the years that you lost or something like that. But um he'll re he'll re-give you the years. I really need to think of it now because it's on my mind. But or he'll restore the years unto you. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. Um but that's what I feel like has happened in my life like these past few months. Like I'm a big like energy person, and I've just been feeling this crazy energy of like magic and believing and just being a kid again, being childlike and having childlike faith and believing in my dreams again. I was a very, very, I don't want to say spacey, but I was a kid that was always in my head. And I was a kid that was always super daydreamy and like airy fairy and like just living in my own little world as a kid. And obviously I lost some of that, having to go through a lot at a young age. And it's just now like coming back to me almost. That energy of just being daydreamy and also accepting that this goes along with, I know it seems like I'm going off on a tangent, but this goes along with not being in survival mode anymore. Because again, someone clearly needs to hear this because I'm literally wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt recording this video and I did not plan that at all. I didn't even notice that this is what I had on until just now. So we're just gonna go with it, okay? We're just gonna go with it. But um this also goes along with not being in survival mode because if you are someone who just feels like you have been through everything you could possibly go through at a young age, or no matter what age you're watching this, give yourself permission to have fun and also accept the fact that give yourself permission to be who you are as well. And accept the fact that, if you are not meant to live a normal life, if you are not meant to, stay on the path that you're currently on, it is okay to change. As humans, we're not supposed to stay the same. We're not supposed to, do one thing every single day for the rest of our lives. That's not how life works, you know? We're supposed to change. We're supposed to evolve. We're supposed to grow. Give yourself permission to change. In this season, I've definitely been accepting that I've never wanted a regular job my entire life. As a kid, I knew I was born to create. As a kid, I knew that I was an artist. I knew that I've never wanted a regular job. I've never, had any desire to climb a corporate ladder. I have, you know, no desire for anything traditional. I've always just, again, as a kid, I was always in my own world. I was good at school, but I wasn't like, I was more of a work smarter, not harder kind of kid. And I'm like that now as well as an adult. And I've had to accept that, like, it is okay that I am passionate about creating. It is okay that I'm passionate about art. It is okay that I'm, not in society's traditional 9 to 5, white picket fence, 2.5 kids, like box. That's not me. And it's okay if it is you. Like, I want everyone to do what they are comfortable doing. I want everyone to be who they really want to be. That is like one of my overall themes, messages of this channel. I really want you guys and to be able to think for yourself as well. Not letting your parents think for you, being respectful, of course. Just know that, like, when people are trying to tell you what to do, they really do most of the time what's best for you. But a lot of people are also scared of the untraditional, A lot of people are scared of people who take, not scared of them, but, are, worried about people who take different paths to life, who take an approach to life that is not traditional. And I've had to accept that I'm one of those people that I am not meant to live a traditional normal life. And I think that my childhood and everything that has happened in my life up until this point has made that pretty obvious. It does not get more untraditional than losing a parent at 25 years old. And that, again, was my only immediate family. So nothing about my life has been normal. Nothing about my life has been traditional. And I am just now realizing that, of course, I'm not supposed to, have a traditional career path either, because nothing about my life has ever been normal, has ever been average, has ever been traditional. And again, that used to be something that I used to, I guess, kind of like hate or despise. I think that whenever you have differences, especially as a kid, if your life doesn't look like your friends at school, then you think there's something wrong with you. I grew up thinking everybody was better than me, everybody had more than me because I never had name brand clothes. I didn't have two parents. I didn't even have siblings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I, my mom didn't have a car. So I took the bus and the train and I walked everywhere. I didn't have anything that the kids around me or the kids in my school had. And I thought that that was a bad thing. I thought that meant that there was something wrong with me. There was something wrong with my family. There was something wrong with my mom. And there wasn't, and I learned to, one, I learned that people who did have those things really didn't. And I also learned that, to use that the things that I've been through, like I said, are such a huge part of my story and have made me who I am. And I know that that's super cheesy. And I know that I'm being like long-winded with this video, but it's because like I'm just now realizing things as I'm saying it out loud to you guys. And that's when I know I'm like really speaking to someone else who's watching this, even if it's only one other person. When I have these moments of like, I'm recording these to help someone else, but I'm also speaking to myself, which I do in all my videos, but like especially this one for some reason, because again, this has just been the energy that I've been having these past couple months of like needing to, just kind of let go and be okay with being a kid again and doing childlike things again and knowing that I am not, even though I am 26, it's okay that I don't have a traditional adulting path. I don't have a traditional career path. I've never wanted one. You know what I mean? And it's okay for me to have fun now. I had to be serious and I had to work hard my entire life. I've been working for so long. My friends and my family know, like those who know me personally know how hard I've worked my entire life. For someone who's only 26, y'all, I have worked, okay? So I do not apologize at all for cutting back when it comes to work at all. Um, but I am accepting, like I said, I'm accepting and I'm giving myself permission to give myself more time to create because this is what I'm actually passionate about. I'm not passionate about an office. I'm not passionate about corporate America. I'm not passionate about any traditional job. I've always loved art. I've always loved creating. And so, like I said, I've had to work so hard. I've been through so much. What most people go through by 50 is what I've already been through at 25. And so I have nothing to prove to anyone. I have nothing to apologize for. And I'm just giving myself permission now to like accept that. Like it's okay for me to relax a little bit. But it's just so weird because I'm only 26. But again, I feel like I'm moving into a retirement lifestyle. But again, those who know me personally know that this makes sense because I've already been through so much up until this point. So, like, I have lived so many lives. I've lived the life of a 50-year-old in 25 years, And so, I just said all that to say if you have lived your life in survival mode, give yourself permission now to please go and have some fun. Even if, we all have responsibilities, we all have bills to pay. I'm not up and quitting my jobs because I work multiple. Again, those who know me know how hard that I work. Your girl is not lazy, okay? I'm not traditional, but I'm not lazy. you know, I'll work a lot. Um, but it's what I want to do. It's not, you know, traditional jobs, whatever the heck that is anyway, because most people who do those are not that happy, but that's another conversation for another day. Um, but I want everyone to do what works for them. There are people who are cut out to live a traditional life. There are people who are cut out for a 9 to 5. I'm just not. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at the 40-hour work week. I'm not good at an office. I'm just eh. But there are some people who are great at it. And I'm so happy that we have both because we need both. We need people who are, more creative and more entrepreneurial, and we need people who are good in the office. They're important. They're the people who make our appointments and make our lives happen on a day-to-day basis. Um, I just want people to be more self-aware and also not judge people who are doing things different because you don't know what that person has been through. You don't know what that person is going through. And you don't know God's plan and purpose for them either. And so if you're worried about someone who, is, you know, seems like they are not doing what you think they should do, I wouldn't worry too much. And I don't know who needed to hear that either. But they're gonna be okay. They know what they're doing. They might not, but there is a plan and a purpose for them. And especially, like I said, with people who do things differently and whose lives are just different. Like I said, my life ain't never been normal, so it just is what it is. Also, when it comes to letting go of survival mode, exiting survival mode, give yourself permission. This goes along with being childlike. Give yourself permission to be unrealistic, to be delusional, because your imagination and your mind is so powerful. It's actually more powerful than the external. That's why I try to focus so much on doing the inner work and why I talk so much about mindset because if you are successful up here, you're going to be successful externally as well. If you know, everything is about mindset, everything is about what you think of yourself. So give yourself permission to use your imagination a lot more in this season if you feel called to. You know, this is not a message, this is not a video that's for everyone. This is for a specific group of people who have, like I said, just been trying to just make it day to day, every single day. Like you just wake up and you're just trying to get through the day, you know, and you wake up and you're tired and you're exhausted. This video is for those people, and that's not everybody, you know. And if it doesn't apply to you, if this doesn't resonate with you, then it's just simply not for you, and that is okay. You know, no videos that I put up are going to be blanket statements for everyone. This is for the people who I'm speaking to. And um if you are someone who, like I said, have just been living in survival mode, just trying to make it every single day, you wake up, you know, you're like, okay, same thing. Let's just get through the day. If you're someone who has that like tired, worn out energy of just trying to survive, you're about to be able to have some fun. And I want you to give yourself permission to be able to have some fun. Like I said, I'm just now giving myself permission and accepting the fact that this is something that I love to do, and giving myself permission to not be so adult all the time, and to not be super productive, and to let go of discipline, and to just do what I love to do more of what makes me happy, and to still take care of my responsibilities, to still be an adult, to still make my appointments and obviously go to work and, you know, do those things, but to just not be so serious all the time, you know? I've had to do that my whole life. I've had to be serious. I've had to work extremely hard. I've had to grow up fast. I know how to adult. Okay? That's the thing. I know how to adult, but in this season of my life, I'm giving myself permission to not have to. At least not so much. I'm giving myself permission to be a kid. Okay? And I feel like, again, this is for a specific person. It might just be one person. If that's you, please comment down below. But I feel like if you know what survival mode is for real, then you know how to work. Okay? You're not being lazy if you are choosing to have more fun. You know how to do the things. You know how to adult, because I know that I know how to do all the things. If I wanted to be a, you know, corporate America tycoon, I know how to do that. Oh, trust me. Trust me. I know how to climb a corporate ladder. I just don't want to. Okay? I know how to, you know, get the man and have the 2.5 kids and do the white picket fence. I know how to be traditional. I know exactly what I would need to do right now to make that happen. If I wanted to, I could make that happen by tomorrow, and I'm not exaggerating, y'all. I know how to adult. I know how to do the things. I know how I can be traditional. I am choosing not to. At least in this season of my life, and that could change. Give yourself permission to change, but also know and recognize the season of life that you're in. And if certain things are not resonating with you, if certain things are not, you know, working out for you, if you feel like you're forcing things, you might need to do something different, and give yourself permission to do something different. Give yourself permission to be free. Give yourself permission to try new things. Give it, again, going back to being childlike, give yourself permission to dream, to experience magic, to be spontaneous, to not be so adult, to not be so serious. And that is what coming out of survival mode looks like for me. Comment down below what it looks like for you. If you have also had to grow up fast, leave some things down below that have helped you in your journey of, you know, still being able to enjoy your life and still love your life, even having had to go through hard things, because that is basically what this whole channel is going to be about. All of my videos, again, are under the umbrella of living the life of your dreams, living the life that you want, regardless of your circumstances. And like I said, I know how to adult. I know how to do all the grown up things. I've had to do them my entire life. But now I'm giving myself permission to be a kid and to have some more fun while still being responsible, still taking care of my responsibilities and things like that. The bills are always going to be paid, okay? But I'm gonna have fun, loosening up and not taking myself so seriously. Because, like I said, I've had to do all those things for so long. And I'm giving myself permission to not live in survival mode anymore. We are enjoying our lives right here, right now, regardless of circumstances, regardless of what things look like, regardless of where you might be in your life. We all have things that we're working on. We all have things that we need to do. There's always something adult that needs to be done, okay? And it's going to get done. It is going to get done. If you know you need to have some more fun, if you know that, you need to be a little bit more realistic and, live some more in your imagination, take a break from reality is what one of my favorite YouTubers, Naya, has a whole video about taking a break from reality and just being a kid, letting yourself pretend again, letting yourself, letting your imagination run wild and believing in magic. And go watch you some Disney movies, y'all, because I didn't even realize again that I was wearing this shirt. So clearly somebody needs to go watch a Disney movie and go wish upon a star, okay? Forget about being an adult, forget about even religion if you have to, you know. I don't think that's blasphemous to say. Um, but give you just go be a kid again. Stop Don't give yourself permission to not be serious, even just for a minute. Just for a minute. I won't tell anybody, okay? I'm not gonna tell nobody. Your secret is safe with me. You wanna go watch you a Disney movie, go wish upon a star, please go do it. Your secret is safe with me, okay? This is your sign to go do that. Go get you some magic. Go believe in your Prince Charming. Go live in your fairy tale. Okay? I'm giving you permission to do that. And if you need to do that in secret because people around you are closed minded and serious and got to stick up their butt, don't mind them. Again, this is for a very specific person. Go have you some fun. I love you so much. If you have enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. Go check out a few of my other videos. If you made it to the end, thank you, because I know that I went off on a whole tangent, but I do that in all my videos. So that's what we do over here. But go subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more videos from me, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.